Hello everyone and welcome. Today we'll be talking about Batu Seremban, a traditional game that has been enjoyed for generations. This game is not just fun to play, but it also represents an important part of our culture. I'm Sharifa and joining me today are our estimate panelists. Panelist 1, Parisha, Panelist 2, Stewart, Panelist 3, Atika, and Panelist 4, Shafika. Let's get started. Farisha, can you explain to us what exactly is Batu Seremban?
Thank you for the question. And absolutely yes. But the Seremban is a traditional game that has been played for centuries, primarily in Malaysia. The game involves five small stones, usually made of rubber or cloth, although in the past they were often made of pebbles or other materials. The player tosses these stones into the air and tries to catch them using their hands, following different techniques and rules. The game is simply as challenging, requiring skill focus and concentration. There are different variations of Batu Seremban, and players may engage in a range of tricks and sequences as they attempt to catch the stone in a various ways. Some popular moves include tossing and catching the stone with one hand or balancing them on the back of the hand while performing other stunts. It's a game that tests dexterity and hand-eye coordination. While traditionally played by children, Batu is a timeless game that can also be enjoyed by adults of all ages. The beauty of Batu Seremban lies in its ability to bring people together, whether it's friends, family, or even strangers. If often played outdoors, making it a social activity that encourages physical movement and interaction. It also carries cultural significance, with many people seeing it a way to connect to their heritage and preserve a piece of tradition in modern times. Whether as a pastime or a competitive game, Batus Remban continues to be loved by many, offering both entertainment and an opportunity by community bonding.
That sounds fascinating. So, how exactly do you play Batu Seremban? Can you walk us through the rules and techniques?
Certainly, to play Batus Remban, you need five small stones or objects of similar size. The game is played in rounds, where the player begins by tossing all five stones into the air. The challenge is to catch them in different ways using one or both hands, often in quick succession. In each round, the player tries to catch the stones in varying combinations, such as catching one stone at a time, two at a time, or even more without letting any of them fall. As you progress through the game, the sequence becomes more complicated and requires greater skill. Each round increases in difficulty, demanding more precise timing and coordination. The ultimate goal is to successfully collect all the stones in each round while following the correct methods without making a mistake. Batus Rumban can be played solo, allowing you to challenge yourself or with others, making it a fun social activity. Not only is it a fun game, but it also helps improve focus, hand-eye coordination, and precision, making it both entertaining and beneficial. Whether you are playing for fun or trying to master more advanced techniques, Batus Ramban offers a unique challenge that keeps you engaged and focused.
Thank you, Farisha, for the detailed explanation. Now, let's move on to another important aspect of the game. What are the main rules of Batu Seremban? Stewart, can you explain the main rules to us?
Thank you, Sharifa. The main rules of Batu Seremban are simple but require practice and focus. Here's an overview of the key rules. First, the game begins with the player tossing all five stones into the air. In the first round, known as Satu, the player must pick up one stone at a time and catch it. The second round, Dua, involved picking up two stones at a time and so on for the next round. The player must catch the stones in the air using one or both hands and then place them on the ground again without dropping any. If the player drops a stone or catch them incorrectly, the round ends and they must start over from the beginning. The goal is to complete each round without making mistakes, and the difficulty increases as the round progresses with more stones to pick up. The game can be played with others, and sometimes there are variations in the way the game is played depending on the region or community, but these are the basic rules.
Thank you for explaining that, Stewart. Now that we know the rules, let's talk about the benefits. What are the advantages of playing Batu Seremban?
Great question, Sharifa. There are several benefits to playing Batu Seremban, both physically and mentally. Let me break it down. First, it can improve hand-eye coordination. Since the game involves tossing and catching the stones, it helps improve hand-eye coordination, which is essential for other physical activities and daily tasks. Second, enhances focus and concentration. Players need to concentrate on the stones as they toss and catch them, which helps sharpen mental focus. This is especially beneficial for children as it teaches them to stay engaged and be mindful of the action. Third, boost physical dexterity. The game requires quick reflex and precise movement, which is improve overall physical agility and dexterity. Fourth, promote social interaction. Batu Seremban is often played in groups, which means it fosters teamwork, communications, and social bonding. It's a great way for children and adults to connect with with each other in a fun and interactive way. And lastly, teach patience and resilience. As players advance through different rounds, they experience both successes and failures. This teaches them a value of patience, persistence, and not giving up after making a mistake. Overall, Batu Seremban is a great way to develop both physical and mental skills, while also promoting social connections. It is a simple yet effective game that offers lasting benefits.
Now let's talk a bit about the materials used in the game. Atika, what is the traditional material used for the stones in Batu Seremban?
Thank you, Sharifa. Traditionally, the stone used for Batu Seremban were small natural stones or pebbles. The stones were ideal for the game because they are very small, easy to handle, and could be tossed and caught with ease. However, as the game become more widespread and accessible, people begin using other material like cloth or rubber. In some cases, that stone were made by saving small cloth pouches and filling them with sand, rice, or beans to provide weight. This made them safer for children to play with, as they were softer and less likely to cause injury if dropped. The use of this material ensured that Batu Seremban remained a simple yet fun game for everyone.
That's a very interesting point, Atika. Now, moving on to another question. How did Batu Seremban get its name?
Is derived from two words. Batu means stone in Malay, and Seremban is the name of a town in Malaysia. It is believed that the game originated in or New Seremban, where it gained popularity before spreading to other regions of Malaysia. The name reflects the game roots in that particular area. Over time, as the game became a well-known traditional activity, the name stuck and people across Malaysia and beyond come to know it as Batu Seremban.
Now, let's move on to another important aspect. What is the role of Batu Seremban in preserving traditional games? Shafika, could you share your thoughts on this?
Thank you, Sharifah. Batu Seremban plays a crucial role in preserving traditional games, especially in the face of modern technology and digital entertainment. As a game passed down through generations, it holds a special place in our cultural identity. Playing Batu Seremban helps maintain a connection to our heritage and serve as a bridge between the past and the present. When children and adults play this game, they not only enjoy themselves, but they also learn about the values and customs of previous generations. In schools, community events, and cultural festivals, Batu Seremban is often introduced to younger people, keeping the tradition alive and ensuring that it is not forgotten. Additionally, the game's simplicity and accessibility make it an ideal example of how traditional games can be preserved and appreciated in the modern world. Batu Seremban teaches us that even in a digital age, there is value in preserving physical and social games that reflect our cultural history.
Thank you for that, Shafika. Now, let's move on to our final question for today. Why is Batu Seremban considered a cultural heritage?
Batu Seremban is considered a cultural heritage because it represents more than just a simple game. It embodies the tradition, history, and values of Malaysian culture. The game has been played for generations and is continued present in communities, highlight its cultural significance. It teaches important lessons such as teamwork, patience, and perseverance, all while preserving the social interaction that was central to past communities. By playing Batu Seremban, people are keeping alive a tradition that not only brings joy but also fosters a sense of unity and connection. The game has stood of the test of time, and its survival through the years is a testament to its importance in our cultural history. As a form of intangible cultural heritage, Batu Seremban is a vital piece of Malaysian identity, reminding us of the importance of tradition in shaping who we are today.
Thank you to all our panelists for sharing their insights on Batu Seremban. This traditional game is enjoyed by all ages and uses simple materials like stones or cloth pouches. It requires skill and focus, offering physical and mental benefits such as improved hand-eye coordination and social interaction. Batu Seremban preserve cultural heritage by teaching younger generations about history and values. Let's continue to celebrate and pass down this tradition to maintain our cultural identity. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope this discussion inspires you to engage with traditional games. Until next time, take care and keep the traditions alive.